What it takes to build a digital marketing agency from scratch to scale in Dubai. Hi, myself I'm Aboobacker, founder of Harris & Co, fastest growing digital marketing agency based out of India and Dubai. We are a 330 member team working with more than 150 plus projects. I'm also a co-founder for HACA, which is an upskilling based edtech platform based out of India and Dubai. Great. Now let's discuss how you can actually price your service as a digital marketing agency. There are 4 to 5 ways where you can actually price your service fee as an agency, right? It starts with, definitely, if you are a freelancer, or it starts with, you can always have a monthly recurring payment. Everybody does this, right? You will have a fixed monthly recurring payment where you are asking with the client maybe 5,000, 10,000, 15,000, 20,000, 25,000, 30,000 based on the value, portfolio, and the types of work you do. It varies with respect to agency experience and portfolio and things like that. So that's already there. Universal people normally does monthly recurring payment. Now the second way you can actually put is, you put a price for a project. Maybe my hourly price is maybe 500 AED. If I have to complete this particular website, it takes me 10 hours. So 500 into 10, this is my price. Now hourly payment varies again with respect to the experience, outcome, ROI, portfolio which you have, branding. All of this matters a lot. When you are just starting it out, you cannot put it on the higher bar. You have to start with the lower bar, and you slowly, when you increase the portfolio, it increases with you. Now the third way of doing the digital marketing agency pricing is very important for you. When you are just starting it out, client will sometimes hesitate to work with you for a higher budget. Now what is something which you can do? There are 2 ways you can actually give answers to your this blockage or objection. One, if you are working, let's say you're working as a performance marketing with D2C brands, e-commerce brands, where the revenue is always visible in your Shopify dashboard or WooCommerce dashboard. Now if you're working with a D2C brand, it's easy. You can tell your client there are 2 ways you can work. One, I will only take the 5 to 10% of the revenue share, whatever I bring it to you. That way the client is winning, you are winning. Only if you are able to give results to the client, you are taking the percentage, piece of cake from what you have given to the client, right? So you can start. I have worked with a lot of brands when I was just starting it out in this particular manner. That is a percentage of revenue share from whatever I bring it to the client. Now the second way, let's say you're working it as a lead generation. The client will not be sharing what is my revenue every month, right? Client will not do that. So if it's lead generation, you can work for a maybe with respect to ad spend. Maybe 10% of the ad spend is my fee. So if the client is getting results, what the client will say? Increase the ad spend. That means what? The client is making money. So if it's increasing the ad spend, definitely you are also earning more. Now, as an agency which has fixed cost just like us, we work in the different manner. We will have a fixed cost plus a percentage of the revenue share, whichever is higher that month, right? Similarly, fixed cost or a percentage of ad spend, whichever is higher that month, because we have a fixed expense to cater. We also want to grow with the client growing. So this is how we work. Now I know this strategy will not be able to use for social media, Harris. It can only be used for performance marketing. It cannot be used for SEO. I know what you're putting it out. Now, what is something which we can do? It's okay to work with lesser budget for client because you're just starting it out. That's your USP. When you're just starting it out, you can work with a client which are lesser budget. That's fine. But make sure that in the MOU, you mention this. If it's SEO, till I am able to rank this keyword and gives you traffic and convert those traffic into the revenue, whatever the clicks, whatever the metrics, my price is this. Here you lower the price. Once you hit the results, my price would be changing to this, so that when the client is growing, you have an opportunity to grow. So I've worked with the clients who paid very lesser amount when I was starting it out. The problem is, when I'm able to give them results, they're not changing my service fee. That's not how it is going to work. So you come into a contract. This is our initial target. Let's say I'm able to hit this target within the timeline. I want you to change this contract fee to this. This way also, we both are winning. You are increasing my fee only when you are getting the results. right? So try to have similar contract to win your clients in the initial stage. Now, last way of working with this, definitely, as I told, project based or hourly based. These are all the types of pricing you can do. And I know when the proposal is being sent, the client will hesitate to reply. Maybe they'll drag your proposal 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. That's why you need to do something called fast action bonus. You can give something where you can create a former where you're telling client if the proposal is getting approved in 1 week or 2 weeks, this is what you're getting extra. So if you're not approving this in 1 week or 2 days or 3 days, you're losing this. So some kind of former fear of missing out, if you can put it together in your strategy, that will help you close the client faster. So these are all the types of pricing you can actually start with. And when it comes to pricing also, you start with taking 50% of the invoice. But when you grow, you can always take 100% of the invoice to start with. And specifically if you are catering to website, branding clients and all, there are possibilities that client drags the last part much than what you ever thought. So you can distribute your pricing as not just 100% later, 50%, and when the second part is completed, 25%, and when the last part is completed, 25%, so that only 25% of the money is with the client, not the 50%. So these are all the things which we can inculcate or implement in your digital marketing agency, so that you do not lose clients because the price is high. And you can also win the client's trust. Make sure to invest in portfolio. That's the only way you can push your prices higher and higher.